Hello, esteemed viewers. We have a sample question on stoichiometry. So here we are. Let's go. Write a balanced equation for the reaction of aluminium with oxygen. That's sub number one. Sub number two. What mass of oxygen would react with 9.0 grams of aluminium? Given that the relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16, aluminium is 27.0. So the first equation is the questions are connected actually. Why? The first equation we write, we use it to solve the second question. So let's go. Aluminium, for reaction of aluminium. So aluminium reacts with oxygen to give us aluminium oxide. Of course, it will give us aluminium Al2O3. So let's try balancing the equation. Even if the examiner did not say balance, please, the equation is meant to be balanced. If you write an equation that's not balanced, naturally, writing an equation is 2 marks. They'll just give you 1. So let's balance it. Aluminium is 2. Okay, let's make it 2 here. Oxygen is 3. We'll have to make it an even number. Let's put 2 here. If we put 2 in front here, aluminium has become 4. So I'll rub this 2 off and make it 4. While oxygen has become 6. So how do I make oxygen 6? As simple, just put 3 here. So it is this simple. You can include state symbols if you are sure. If you are not sure, please ignore the state symbol. This is solid, this is gas, and this is solid. If you are not sure, please leave the state symbols. Why? If you put the wrong state symbol, I'm sorry, you'll be penalized for doing so. So let's go to the sub number 2 of this question. Say what mass of oxygen would react with 9.0 grams of aluminium. So our comparison is between between aluminium and oxygen. So if that is the case, remember there are 2 parts to interpreting stoichiometry. One part is the data from the balanced chemical equation, and the other part is the data from the question. So let's go. From the balanced chemical equation, we have the mole ratio here is 4:3. So since it's 4:3, this means that 4 times the mass of aluminium, 27 grams of aluminium reacted to give us okay, what mass? Okay, it's mass relationship. So to give us 3 times 16 grams. Okay, oxygen is actually O2, so it will be 3 times 16 times 2. Remember, O2 is formula mass. I didn't do that here because aluminium is just aluminium, Al. Okay, so I'm doing times 2 here because of the O2 here. So everything will be in grams of what? Oxygen gas. So this is the data from the balanced chemical equation. So if I settle this down, this would be 4 times 27, which will give us 108 grams of aluminium, to give us 3 times 16 times 2. So this will be 96 grams of oxygen gas. So this is the data from the balanced chemical equation. Then from the question, they say what mass of oxygen? So we're looking for mass of oxygen. Let me call it X. Then mass of aluminium is what? 9. So we have 9. If 9 grams of aluminium reacts, what mass of oxygen will be required to react? It is very simple. What do you do at this point? Cross multiply, make X the subject, and you get your answer. It is this simple. So I'll be rubbing off the board so to see the space to finish up our work. I'll be rubbing off this first part. Rubbing off the first part. So if I do this, if we cross multiply, it will be this times this times that, then make X the subject. If we do that, X will be equal to 9 times 96 divided by 108. So if we do this little math, so we have 9 times 96 divided by 108. That will leave us with 8 grams. 8 grams of oxygen. It is this simple. Indeed, this is our final answer. So I'm rubbing this off so that you realize that this is the final answer to sub number 2. So it is this simple. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.